Morning everyone, Ian from DIY Home and Gardening. Very short video which hopefully will help some of you guys out. It's a tiling video, so I'll just turn the camera around to have a little look. Okay, so tiling the bathroom, got 3/4 of the room done, and we're doing this wall which we had done it as a feature wall, and long story short I've had to redo it. So doing it in these large tiles, and whilst there's plenty of videos that show you how to do a window sill, which is nice and simple, and the internal sides, which is nice and simple, can't see that there's much information on how to do the top header course. So just thought I'd do a really quick video to help you out. So start by tape measure. Tape measure is your friend. So measure from that section to this corner here as to how long your beading's going to be, and cut your 45-degree angle so the widest bit is at the corner of the reveal. So then when the other one comes up, it will meet a nice picture frame it. So let's start by that, and then that will give you your total measurement. Then what you want to do is, with a piece of this, so whether it's using that piece or just an off cut, measure what the distance is going to be from here to the inside. Work out your measurements, and then you can cut your tiles to the correct widths or depths depending on how you view it. So I'd say get all your tiles cut first, even your little pieces, remembering which way it is going to go. So remember that your tile is going to be upwards, so you need to cut your angles or cuts on the opposite way to which you think you're going to do, because you're looking at it upside down. So that's all your tiles cut, same as normal really, nothing too difficult about that. Then what I've done is I've made up a crude prop. So just using some OSB board or chipboard as it's called, use that, or use some ply with a couple of props that are going to be roughly the right height. I've purposely cut mine so they're about 15mm short, because then it makes it far easier for trying to turn it in to get it in. You won't be able to just slide it straight in place because of the way that you'll be using your spacers, which are those cross pieces. So you'll want to be able to turn it underneath and then prop afterwards. So cut the legs about 15mm short or shorter, something like that. Now for getting the tiles up, I must admit, because I'm always a bit dubious about the strength of the adhesive. I don't know why, because it's never failed yet, but I always have a second person just to hold the first tile whilst I'm getting on with the next. And to be honest, my wife is more than happy. She's happy to help. So good practice. I always use the mixing adhesive rather than straight out of the tub, because it's stronger and it goes off quicker. Start by spreading across your header or lintel section using trowel. So you want sort of the 10mm groove on that, and say whack it across, so you're spreading either that way or that way. It doesn't really matter as long as you're consistent. So for me, I tend to spread across to start with to get it nicely spread, and then put your level on roughly, and then if you need to pack it out one way or other, then you can then do your squaring off that way. As long as you're doing it consistently one way or the other. So we're doing the spread across the header there, and then when we comes to doing the tiles, do the same. But again, if you've spread your adhesive going that way on the tile, on the header, sorry, then do the same on the tile. Then that way it's going to bed up nicely, and you'll be able to get your angles much better because the excess adhesive will drop into the void of where you've done the other bits. So literally just use your spreader and trowel for that. Get it up, you can put your spacers in, and then once you're happy with how it's sitting, how your spacer is, then you can get your legs in place. So for that, use someone else just to pass you over your framework, get your legs in, and then you can pack accordingly. With a good adhesive, to be honest, you won't need to pack it up, but better just to do it, be safe and sorry. And so yeah, just get it in nice and tight, use your bits of wood or packers that you've already got ready, and that should be that really. Try and get your legs as straight as you can do, as long as the wood's not bowed to start with, and then you can leave that for 24 hours just to dry off. Once your header's done, then you can do the sides. But say this was only intended as a very quick video on how to do your header course on the window. So get the sill done exactly the same way. Cut your section of trim with your angle on the corner, which is going to form the frame. Get your tiles pre-cut. Make up your mix of adhesive, and then start spreading. So I just use the trowel or spreader. Don't feel like you need to use spreader. I use a trowel quite frequently, so just get it so it's pretty level. As soon as you got it level, that's going to make a world of difference to your lane. Make sure you get adhesive to the front edge so you can stick your beading down. So just need to finish that last little bit off, and then we can run over and just groove it. So just lay the front trim down, slightly bed it so that some of the adhesive comes through. And now all we're going to do is, if you need to, you can do the odd blob of adhesive just to hold it in place, but as this is sitting quite nicely, it's not a problem. And then just going to put adhesive, comb it onto the back of the tiles, so combing in the same direction, and then we can bed them down and get them all level and spaced out. And essentially that is as easy as it needs to be, or as difficult as it needs to be. What I will show you is, so you can get your spaces lined up. I tend to just use a set square, so you can make sure that the front there is level with the back. So our first one in, don't worry too much. It's not totally level, we know that, but I would say on your windowsill, get all of them in, get them to there or thereabouts, and then use your spirit level to finally get your proper level that way, and front to back. Don't try and get it all done in one go, because invariably if you start at one end, you might be out by the time you get to the other. So in this instance, much easier to do the whole thing in one go. Okay, we'll just finish up into that corner. So nice and straight across that way, straight front to back. And essentially all I tend to do now is I just put in a packer into the side and into the side. Not that it should move, but just to make sure they're not going to slip whilst it's going off. Likewise, if you've got, you're not sure about maintaining that, if your trim's a little bit bowed, then you can put either packers to the front or packers to the back, just while it goes off. But what I would say, just say, for me, I tend to do your side packers and give it a quick clean down, and remove the adhesive, unwanted adhesive, before it sets. and then you can leave it be and carry on with the next bit. But anyway, that is as far as we need to be. So bottom done, top done, and inside to finish. Yeah, I just thought I'd show you. So that's with the siding. So now you got the sill, the side or the verge, and then the lintel. There we are, and that is all finished. Just wants grouting like the rest of it now. So yeah, that's next job. But anyway, that's the video done. So like I say, very quick video. Hopefully it'll help you out, because like I say, I know there's not a lot of useful videos out there on tiling. Certainly not on doing the header or the reveal section of a window. I think probably just because it's a bit of a pain to demonstrate, and also most people don't tend to do it because it's a pain to do. But if your wife wants you to tile like that, then that's what you got to do, unfortunately. So anyway, if you like the video, then feel free to subscribe to the channel. If you've got any questions, then please send them over to me. I'll do my best to help you out. I do realise that this is one of the few videos where I haven't actually shown you all the stages that make it up, but yeah, I'll be happy to give you some explanations or guidance if you need it. Don't forget to hit that reminder button so you don't miss out on the future videos. And I normally say it, but enjoy what you're doing. I don't know if you can enjoy doing tiling, but if you enjoy tiling, then have fun. But yeah, till next time, bye for now.